Welcome back to shed more light over this issue. Very delighted to be having with us over the phone Dr. Nagwa Shenawy. She is international law attorney, a member of the presidential program. Good morning, Dr. Shenawy.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Our real pleasure. So talk to us about the Egypt's support at large to the Palestinian cause. We haven't spared any effort to able to extend our hands to our Palestinian brothers, especially those who are stranded in Gaza under the realm of hunger and thirst, deprived of the basic human rights.
Well, Egypt's position is a cornerstone of its foreign policy. Over 70 years, Egypt has declared its unwavering commitment to Palestine. So far, we've done more than anyone in the region to support Palestine. More than 80% of the aid going to Palestine is Egyptian aid. More than 35,000 youth have volunteered through several NGOs, especially Haya Karima, to deliver aid, to help in the logistics, to donate blood. Egypt's involvement, whether it's on the political level or even the people's level, is renowned. Egypt has a very strong role in brokering countless truce deals. Egypt's historic dedication to Palestine is renowned. There are several key efforts taken by Egypt since the start of the war to aid the Palestinians. We've sent more than 50,000 trucks carrying around 600 tons of humanitarian aid.
Right.
The logistics, the aid itself is purely Egyptian. It all went through the Rafah border. Even though the Israelis are deliberately obstructing the aid, Egypt has done so much, whether it's on the political level. We called for the World Peace Summit in 2023. We've called for another summit in 2024. We've brokered multiple ceasefires, whether it's through hello? Can you hear me?
Hello? Yes, I'm there.
Okay. So Egypt has hosted.
Exactly. So from your own assessment, what are the most prominent efforts taken by Egypt to be able to push the resumption of the humanitarian aid into the Gaza Strip, despite the many challenges put by the Israeli occupation? We know that there is no whatever respect to basic human rights on the Israeli side. They are blocking the way to humanitarian aid. They are making things difficult. They are starving the Palestinians inside the Gaza Strip. They are even the company that they have assigned to distribute the food isn't safe for the Palestinian residents and is threatening their lives for the food, in exchange for the food.
Well, it's an engineered hunger. They're trying to liquidate the Palestinian cause and commit genocide. What Egypt is trying to do, it actively mobilized the international community through different diplomatic channels. It has hosted major events, mainly the 2023 Cairo Peace Summit, also in 2024, and in 2025, the president has said there's a summit endorsement, and Egypt proposed a plan for Gaza's reconstruction, for Gaza's how to deal with that hunger per se. So far, what Egypt has also done is try to make deals with the Israeli for a ceasefire, a temporary ceasefire, to allow the aid in, and it has rallied the international community to do so. And so far, finally, the international community is doing an active role. Multiple countries, through Egypt's insistence, have declared their recognition of Palestine, have declared their support
Right. So tell me, Dr. Nagwa, what exact steps from your own point of view, or let's look over the steps that Cairo have been taken to coordinate with international and regional powers to establish a truce towards a ceasefire in Gaza, especially that the violence is escalating. The genocidal war is escalation. There is of course, enforcing even the Palestinians now outside the enclave. So what exact steps have Egypt been trying to effect in order to stop all those violations?
Well, Egypt has been vocal in international efforts on multiple fronts. It's advocated for the unrestricted flow of humanitarian aid into Gaza. While in January 2024, President Sisi accused Israel of impending aid deliveries into Gaza, stating it was a pressure tactic, and it was. Egypt has supported South Africa in its effort in the case raised against Israel in the International Court of Justice.
Right. Okay.
Also, it has engaged in mediation efforts, multiple mediation efforts. In 2024, actually, we proposed a 2-day ceasefire, and it happened, and afterwards we were able to enter aid into Gaza. In January 2025, also, there was a ceasefire.
Exactly. So Egypt is wonderfully managing its way to be able to enforce the delivery of humanitarian aid inside Gaza in spite of all the difficulties and the challenges put by the Israeli side, and that American-Israeli company that is being assigned there inside to deliver that aid, which is causing a lot of chaos, threatening the lives of the residents there. And it's not managing it the right way it is supposed to do. So talk to us about this particular effort by Egypt, especially that Egypt deserves a lot of appreciation for being able to handle this, especially that international community, different types of companies and different types of international community haven't been able to succeed to get through.
Well, the president has been steadfast in his effort to support Palestine and pressure Israel to open the border and allow the aid in. In international law, it's a crime by an occupying nation to starve the original landowners. So what Egypt has done so far, it has raised multiple concerns in the UN meeting. It has also flagged the WHO, the World Health Organization, about what was going on. It has advocated constantly for the immediate flow of humanitarian aid. And President Sisi has urged the international community to take action to stop the war and to facilitate aid delivery. The border is open from Egypt's side. If you go anywhere near Rafah, and I've been to, miles and miles, there are aid trucks waiting for the borders to open on the Palestinian side to allow people in. What Israel is doing by looting the aid that we allow in is illegal.
Okay.
And honestly, there's nothing much to be done on Egypt's side. Egypt has done everything possible to gather the aid, to allow the aid inside. We need the help and the aid of the international community. They need to step up. They need to enforce the international law. International treaties are being discarded.
Okay.
President Trump needs to uphold the international law and not go against it. What Egypt is doing so far is legal, is rightful, and even when we were having our own crisis, President Sisi supported Palestine. What's happening right now is being done on purpose. to
Right.
evacuate Gaza.
So, from your own point of view, it's very obvious. I mean, observers, political observers have been talking or noting that Egypt have been managing two important files, the political and the humanitarian file when it comes to supporting the Palestinian people in its current crisis. Now, Egypt is a staunch and a main mediator with Qatar and the United States politically to be able to reach a solution inside the Palestinian territories that protect the rights of the people in Gaza. And also at the same time, Egypt is attaining the utmost and the most effective humanitarian precautions to be able to deliver the humanitarian aid inside Gaza. How do you think, explain to us, how is that happening on Egypt's side where other countries have completely failed?
Well, Egypt has done a wonderful job so far on multiple levels. Whether it's aid delivery, whether it's helping out refugees, whether it's training the Palestinian Authority. So we'll discuss each separately. So far, Egypt has allowed since the start of the war, large-scale convoys, more than 50,000 trucks, carrying more than 600 tons of aid through the Rafah border. Egypt has also made airdrops. The amount of airdrops Egypt has made so far is more than 170 airdrops. We have sent more than 300 ambulances, more than, I think, 105 medical examination and surgical procedures since the start of the war. We have also sent more than 1,022 aircraft to help out the Palestinians. Yes, Egypt has been working with Qatar and the United States, and it has held multiple rounds of negotiations to propose a ceasefire and push to establish a durable truce, and also facilitated the release of hostages and prisoners. What Egypt is also doing is training the Palestinian Authority
Right.
in multiple ways. So when after the war is done and the rebuildment of Gaza, the Palestinians won't descend into chaos. If you have a place that is war-torn, and after the war is done, people will fight. If there is no police, if there is no laws and regulations, so Egypt is preparing them right now.
Exactly. So
when this is done,
Dr. Nagwa Shenawy, international law attorney and member of the presidential program, would like to thank you talking to us on the Breakfast Show. And by this, we come to the end of this topic, and we're going to take a short break and we'll come back to you for the second one. Stay with us.